Hello guys, welcome back. We will continue developing our gaming tournament app. We have added this switch. We have added this to close joining as at any time or re-continue them. And this joining form will be used for users to submit their joining applications for the tournaments. And in the admin panel, we can manage these requests easily. So let's get started. First of all, we will create a new activity. We will get into editing that activity, but before that, I don't like that dark color at the status bar, so I will match it to our primary color. Now let's get into editing the activity we just created, and then place a linear layout, then few card views and a button. In first card view, we will create navigation such as an image for the close button and title and subtitle. We will reduce the elevation of the card and set radius 0. And at the on click of the close image, we will close activity by calling finish activity. Let's pause the designing of this activity for a while and redirect user to this activity. For that, here we will save required data and share it preferences and refer user to joining application activity. And from the login sign up activity also, while user created or sign in complete, refer user to join application activity. One thing I realize, in a sketcher you can't change the background color of the card. So I will just change the background color of linear, place it inside it. And second thing, I think this text view will look really different from edit text is. So we will just use a edit text here and we will disable it so user won't be able to edit it. This section is for payment information. In future we may add balance system in user's profile. So this section we may remove it in future, but for now let's add it. Firebase auth component won't work in fragment, so we will remove this check from here. And just do it in the joining application activity. Here, add auth component. Here in the set UI block, check if user is logged in. If they are not, Refer them to login activity, else get their email and show it in the email field and disable it so they shouldn't be able to edit it. There are a lot of keys here, we can't remember them, so we will add them to collection. And here we only have one key, so we will directly copy it. Now let's go back to the place where we need them. We will be accessing the data we stored in shared preferences. Convert JSON string to hash map. And I think we might get any errors or hints. So let's add a text view for that and design it. Initially it will be hidden, so let's set its visibility to gone. Sometimes you may also want to close joining applications, like maybe it's too early or it's too late. So let's add a switch. With that you can easily and with that you can easily close or open new requests. After making these changes, admins of your app will be able to easily disable or enable new joining requests for any upcoming event without deleting it. Now let's reflect these changes into user app. If joining open is true, enable the button, otherwise disable the button. And show a message that currently joinings are closed for this event, or any message that you want to show. On clicking the submit button, we will collect data from text fields. Using if statement, we will also make sure none of the required text fields are empty. If any of these are empty, we will show an error. Here some data will be collected from the map that we stored and shared references in previous activity. Some data will be collected from auth component, and remaining data will be collected from input fields in which user will enter the data. We will create a database component to store the data. And inside it we will store the data in nested key like event id / users uid. So all that data will be stored with all users uids within the event id in our database. Now if we test it without entering any values, click on submit, it will show us an error. Once we fill in all the required fields, then we can submit our data. But there is no way the user will know that data have been actually submitted. Apart from that, we were not checking anything about the checkbox, which kind of serves as our terms of service. So let's fix it. To load data, we will create a more block with a string argument, which will be used to search data from Firebase using query. And we will pass the same key that we are using for adding data. And from the button we will add these keys to collection, so we don't have to remember what keys these were. Before next step, download Firebase Query new blocks from our Jokhioapps Sketch Projects app and import them to your sketchware. Here at the get children, pass the key for which data you want to search, and in the DB, enter your Firebase database component name. And we will do one more thing at the submit application button. We will add a new key status and we will set it new. Now if user submits an application, they will see a toast application submitted. Now users can submit applications, but admins have to see them in order to manage. So let's go to the admin panel and implement it. Create a new activity. Place progress bar, recycler view and list view. Create a database component with same name and path as we created in the user app. We will create a more block. Inside it we will use query blocks to load data. Enter a query name, then enter exactly same name of your database component. Then in the limit, I think 10 events will be enough, and then give your listener a name. And here also enter same query name and listener name that you have entered down there. Create a list string and a list map, pass them as arguments. Once we receive the data, we will show list strings in list view. These will be event IDs. To show joining requests, we will create a custom layout. First of all, place a card view. And then place a linear layout, convert it into frame layout. Inside it, place true linear layouts. Second layout we will use as badge for showing the status. And in the first linear layout, we will show the data. Here I have prepared the list of items that we will show in text views and buttons. After adding all the widgets, set height to wrap content. We will use buttons for approve, hold, or reject the requests. Now define on item clicked event of create a new list map and a hash map. Get map at current position of our first list map and use this code from Jokhioapps project app to get all entries of that particular map into new list map and show it in recycler view. In the init UI block, we will set layout manager and hide progress bar after loading the data from server. Then assign custom view to our recycler view and define onbind custom view event. We will use keys that we added in collection as reference to show the data. Just type in the keys of the data that you want to show. With all these texts, we will show prefix, some kind of hint to make them more clear. In the main activity from that button, we will lead admin to the activity which shows these joining applications. Okay, now back to here. In recycler view, define on click of these buttons. Create a map to update status. And construct the exact same key which we used for adding this application. Make sure you are doing it correct, otherwise you might mess it up. So you have to be extra careful here. And then copy same logic for the second button and third button. Just change the status here. And make sure you check the keys are valid, otherwise it will also mess up. So it is important to check them here. If they are not valid, show an error. And yeah, for the keys, we have to make sure both of them are not empty. So we will use not with both of them. Additionally, check if internet is connected. If internet is not connected, you can show them error, but if it is connected, we will proceed with updating. I think we have to add some margin to buttons, otherwise they will look really odd. And make this text style italic. I think text size is too small. Let's increase it a little bit. Now in the user app, use boolean to track if joining is open. In the load data block, enable or disable button depending on that boolean. And we will use a switch for all these cases. We will add a new text view to show the status. We will set text and disable or enable the button depending on the status. In case status is hold, you might want to contact the user or want to provide them your contact info so they can contact you. If there are any problem, you want to tell them something or like that. Okay, we have to show text if joining is not open, so we will add that note here. And I think it is better idea to switch buttons visibility instead of disabling or enabling it. And here also switch the visibility instead of enabling or disabling it. With all these changes, this is how our app will look. If user has already submitted their application, they will see their data here and the application status also. And in the admin panel, here admin will be able to open joinings or close them at any time, and they will be able to see the joining request is here, and they can approve it from here. User will see it approved in lifetime. They can reject it. User will see it rejected, and they can also hold it. User will see it is on hold. My app is not updating it because maybe my internet connection is slow. Let me check. It is still not updated. Let's wait a moment. Yeah, it have updated finally. It was problem with my internet. You can manage multiple events. Here, second event. This user submitted application, it is showing pending. So guys, that's it for the day. See you in next video. Till then, take care, bye bye, and Allah Hafiz.